Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Guys, today is a little bit different of a video. Just wanted to give you guys the heads up for that. And I know that for me, I'm not a game changer. I don't work with EA guys. So a lot of the time what I like to do is put my ideas out on the table and kind of get them documented. I figured this would be a good time of the year to do it. I feel like right now EA potentially making changes for the new FIFA. I think putting this up in like July or the end of the year is just not going to be as relevant. I think there's not going to be as many people that are taking that into account for the upcoming year. And you guys have given me a voice in the community that has really given me a way to kind of speak and maybe potentially have some influence on the game. Even though I don't work with EA, I would be shocked if people from EA didn't watch some of the videos that we have that are constructive. And I have learned over the years to alter my tone from being an absolute dickhead to trying to be constructive, even though we know how bad FIFA is and we know the situation with the game. Just trying to give some positive feedback, critical feedback, not positive feedback. But yeah, the feedback I have today is that Team of the Week is shit, and it's really bad. Team of the Week is horrible, and it's been bad for a while, and I've been wanting to make this video, but I just really haven't had the right time to go out and make it and really talk about a couple of things, just regarding Team of the Week. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I think your guys' thoughts are very, very important about this matter. I think it's a matter that a lot of you guys have an opinion on because you play this game or you know about Team of the Week or you look forward to it or you used to. And so for me, the issue is that Team of the Week is horrible, right? It's so bad to this point that no one even talks about it, right? Like when we have a stream or we have a situation where like there's some sort of pack opening for Team of the Week, like not even one person is even talking about it, right? And it's because everybody's just ignoring the fact that it's horrible. And so what do I mean by this, right? What I mean by this is that if you take a look at the current Team of the Week, there's only one player above 50,000 coins. One. Only one player. There's only one player. And this would be considered by many people as a decent Team of the Week for this year's standards. And that's the crazy part, because a lot of the time, it's mainly like 10 to 15K informs, and that's about it. So that is the problem, the essential first problem. Now, the second problem with Team of the Week now is EA are starting to do this thing where they're putting in a lot more lower rateds under 81, and it's messing up the pack weight. So if you play Foot Champs, which a lot of people in here do, or you play Rivals and you get those weekly rewards, it's a massive, massive problem because let's say you finish rank 1 in this game, there's no rating limit, right? And that's an issue. When EA are putting 5 to 10 players in the Team of the Week less than 80 rated that are in your rewards, how can you expect to get a Cristiano Ronaldo? How can you expect to get a headliner Team of the Week? How can you expect to even have a chance at it when there's so many low-rated players that are going to occupy your percentage odds? It is so hard to get those top-tier players because you get 3 Foot Champs player picks for the top rank, and there's no rating limit, right? So you have a very high chance of getting a low-rated player. And then you got, potentially 3 Team of the Week packs. Let's say you get the max rank. And the problem, again, is that when it comes to these 3 premium Team of the Week packs, guys, there's no rating limit. So I got rank 1 2 weeks in a row, and I was getting mainly 76, 77 rated, right, in my packs. Like, maybe I was lucky to get an 84. And it's funny because when you see people open rewards these days, everyone just sits there and prays and says, can I please get an 86? Can I get an 87? Can I get a fodder? Nobody who opens rewards anymore expects anything. People just pray for high-rated fodder so they can go do another SBC. And that is the problem that none of us are really consistently realizing. I think that's a massive problem. And the reason I think it's a massive problem is we have shifted our ways, guys, from older Team of the Weeks to suddenly, guys, now we're just accepting this. And I think it's unacceptable. So I'm going to talk to you guys really quickly about a couple of things and kind of compare and contrast. So first of all, right, now obviously you guys know, and this is the main counter argument, right? Team of the Week has to do with domestic performance or, international performance. So obviously, Team of the Week can't really have a crazy Team of the Week if a player didn't play well, right? That's a fact. So there's going to be a couple things that I talk about in this video that are realistic towards this year's game and talking about why I think it would be a good change. So just first of all, to outline my frustration, I've been playing FIFA since FIFA 11, guys. Even FIFA 17 when we had Foot Champs, I mean, if you take a look at this Team of the Week, right, if you're playing a weekend league, this is Team of the Week 28, same Team of the Week that we have currently. Look at the difference. We've got a Hero Podolski, right, 150K Hero Podolski, and then you've got a Ronaldo and you've got a Neymar that are like 3 million coin cards, right? You've got an Andreas Schürrle who's 40K. You've got a Piszczek, which is 90K. You've got a Thiago that's 150K. So, when I'm being realistic with it, people are going to get so excited to play for these types of players. Now, again, as I had said, Obviously, it depends on performance, right? EA can't just give out cards. But I'm going to present a solution to you guys because there's a major difference between those games and this game, right? And then we take a look at FIFA 18. You've got a center forward, Bale in a FIFA 18 Team of the Week, over $1 million. You've got players like Miranda, right? 89K Paulinho, 150K Alaba. So the difference is massive, right? Alaba 330K. The difference is massive, guys. We have one player in this Team of the Week, again, as I said, above 50K. And you could go through, guys, and pick and choose your Team of the Week for this year, and you will see what I'm talking about, right? And you can see, right, we got all these players under 81. We got a bunch of 81s, 82s, 83s, and we're almost at Team of the Season. So, again, first problem right now is that Team of the Week is just fodder, right? It's just fodder. Now, you're probably saying, okay, how can EA just give Neymar a card this week, guys? You know, they can't just stick Messi or Ronaldo in. So here's my solution, right? FIFA has changed a lot nowadays, right? And the issue with Team of the Week is that starting in FIFA 19, EA really stepped it up with their promo creativity. If you look at the difference between FIFA 18 and FIFA 19, the amount of new promos that we started getting in FIFA 19, Future Stars, all these promos, headliners, we never had those in FIFA 18. So basically what happened in this game in the changeover in 19 is that after 18, Team of the Week was slowly becoming less relevant. Now, in FIFA 19, it was still relevant. Don't get me wrong. And even in FIFA 20, it was still somewhat relevant. FIFA 21 and FIFA 22, Team of the Week just completely fell off, and EA have never made a change, right? And so that's my main core issue, so I'm here to suggest a change, okay? So the issue, again, as I had said, now when we go in and we play FIFA, number one, it's filled with icon packs. It's filled with crazy, like, promo cards, right? If we take a look at this Foot Fantasy promo, obviously, when a Tonali comes out at 200K, there's going to be very few Team of the Weeks more expensive than that because this comes onto the market or the SBCs, and it completely sets the bar for a price tag, right? So not a lot of people are going to go and want to buy a tradable card if it's not as good as Tonali, especially not for that close to a price, right? That's why we see a lot of OP Team of the Weeks just discard, to be quite honest with you guys, boys, because people don't really care about these cards, right? It's why I think in a previous FIFA, a Chouameni, even at this time of the year, would probably be like a 300K card, but right now he's 50K. And I say that because there's so many midfielders, there's so many other players. So here is my suggestion, right? Because I don't think EA can do anything about the performances, right? And so in a way, I don't think EA are wrong for what they're doing. I don't think they're really doing anything wrong. The only thing I think they're doing wrong with the Team of the Week, we cannot have Team of the Week golds in packs under 81. That's ridiculous. There has to be a change next year to add in a rating cap. I shouldn't even have to tell EA that. That's ridiculous, right? The fact that you guys can play FUT Champs, get a high rank, and you still could get under 81s, that's ludicrous. I don't understand that at all. So that has to change 100% no matter what. But what I think they should probably look at doing is double upgrades for Team of the Week, right? That's what I think they should start to do because here's my example to you, right? And again, FIFA 19, random Team of the Week 26, right? You got a Sterling, a Ben Yedder, a Pepe. But again, if you look on the market at these cards, they're actually a lot more than you would expect because of the power curve, right? Ben Yedder was 200K. So the power curve, the power curve is everything in these games, man. And again, this is like just Team of the Week 26 and FIFA 18. Again, look at all these players that are going to be selling, right? All of those guys are a lot of money. And that's because in older Team of the Weeks, you'd be surprised. Look at this Emre Can. I bet he's 250K. 400K for this Emre Can in March, right? And I remember trading with him. And so the difference is that we didn't have a lot of cards back then, promo cards, promo items, that really replaced or competed with this type of card. And that's why these cards were still really relevant. It's why it was worth it to play weekly. Even a left-wing Depay with a 2-star weak foot was 200K. Okay, nowadays in FUT, that would obviously not be it, right? And another thing to consider, guys, is that EA have obviously hired the pack weight on Team of the Week, and we have lightning rounds all the time, right? So that's supplying the Team of the Week a lot more. And we have a lot more supply with Team of the Week anyways because Weekend League is a bit shorter now, and you can get a Team of the Week pack for a bit less now, right? And that's added a lot more additional supply onto the market. So one of my main changes, before we talk about my next point, and I know I'm always talking about a lot, I think EA should do double upgrades, right? And you're probably like, what the heck is that, Nick, right? What are you talking about, bro? All right? Now, what I mean by this is that right? Double upgrades, I think, would change everything. I'm serious. I think they would be really good for the promos, right? Because right now, if you look at his Team of the Week, none of these players in this team, none, are getting into anyone's team that's watching this video, in my opinion. Maybe Kieran Tierney. Maybe. All right? Maybe Navas if you needed a keeper, and maybe Chouameni if you somehow didn't have a mid at this point of the year. But other than that, probably none of these players are getting anyone's teams. But think about the difference if they did double upgrades, right? And I'm talking every team of the week would get a double upgrade for the rest of the year, right? In the start and to the end, right? So Anthony, right? Anthony's first inform would be an 84, and the second would, okay, so if somebody had an 84 rated card, right, they get an 86 inform. So when you take a look at a card like Anthony, he's got a first inform and a second inform, yeah? So because he's a 79 rated, Anthony would have his first inform being an 84 and his second being an 87 because you would get the 2 upgrades per team of the week. So think about if this card came into packs right now. He had that team of the group stage was an 86, and this was an 87. You know, that's a lot more interesting to people, even with the 3-star weak foot. Let me give you guys other examples, right? Let's talk about Luis Diaz, right? So he's got a headliners on this game that's like 250K right now. And I believe that this is his second inform. So if you thought about it, right? Luis Diaz has a base card that's an 80 rated. So his first inform would be an 85, and his second inform would be, I think, an 87. But even an 87 Diaz or an 88 would be a lot more interesting for a lot of people, at least in a 100,000 coin card. Chouameni's the same thing. Chouameni, I think, has had, 3 informs this year. Think about how crazy this card would be. His future stars is a mil on the market. We're almost at team of the season. So by this time of the year, cards would be getting really crazy cards. But that makes sense because they would be more expensive and more in demand. People would look forward to team of the week, right? Think about Chouameni. First inform 84, second inform 87, and third inform, this would be an 89 right now. And the thing is, it's not that high in the power curve if they did this because not a lot of players get over 3 informs all year. EA started recently in the last couple of years not giving players certain informs at certain times of the year when they thought it would be too quick because they're so obsessed with the power curve. Think about it, right? His future stars is 890K. An 89 Chouameni would be at least 300K right now. So it makes sense to do that. I think it's a great idea. I don't understand, right? Let's talk about Di Maria, right? Di Maria has a numbers up card that is a 90, right? And it's like a 300,000 coin card. Okay, let's say Di Maria's this inform is his second upgrade, right? So the first is an 89 and this is a 91, right? Even though Di Maria is a 2-star weak foot, imagine a 91 Di Maria. I think a lot more people would be interested. I think the stats would all be low 90s. I think it would be a crazy card. Kieran Tierney, imagine this card came out today as an 85 and it's got 90 pace and 82 defending. So I think that that's a really good look for the future. I think that if EA wanted to revive Team of the Week without really changing it, they could put a rating minimum and they could just start giving everyone in Team of the Week double upgrades, right? And if you go back and you actually take a look, guys, I wonder if I could change Team of the Week here. I don't think I can. Is there a way that I could find Team of the Week here in the main menu? Because what I was going to suggest was also something pretty cool. Because I think for me, like even in the first week, guys, of FIFA, I still don't think it's a problem. Because when you take a look at Team of the Week 1's coming into the game, I still don't even think that it's a problem for early on Team of the Week. Because I think EA is always worried about, like, early on, are we going to bring too many crazy cards in the game? No, the boosts are outdated at this point, right? And think about if a Vinny Jr. came out as an 85 in the first week of FIFA. Okay, he still wouldn't even have 80 shooting. Salah, right? Salah's obviously a really headliner card. And obviously this card was expensive, but what? He wouldn't be that much more. It's not like in previous FIFAs we haven't had 2 or 3 mil, coin team of the weeks. So I think this is the main solution. I think they got to just start doing double upgrades for every single team of the week. Every single one. It doesn't matter. They got to just start doing double. I don't see the problem. I don't see why not. I really don't see a negative solution or negative impact of this potential solution. I see it as only a positive. I see it as one of those where everyone's going to win from it. People are going to be more motivated to go ahead and play more. And you're going to start seeing more cards, like, way more usable. Why limit it at this, star thing they added, which was very minimal, and why not add it to everyone? Why not have everybody getting this double boost every single week? Why not? I don't see the problem. I really don't see the issue with why they wouldn't do that. Now, one other thing that I want to talk about with you guys is monthly rewards. We have season rewards this year, which are actually pretty decent. You got to win 90 games, but when you do win 90 games, I get like 600K packs, which is really crazy. I'm not going to lie. That's been a good inclusion this year. But if we go back and we look at like monthly rewards just as a whole and kind of what has happened now with where we're at with kind of the rewards and how we've gone back. So monthly rewards, guys, we had these until FIFA 19. We had them in 17 and 18. And I always use Nepo because Nep used to always open these like crazy, and they were the best videos to watch, right? Because basically, you could play throughout the month and you would try to work and obtain a certain rank. Now, back in the day, we had Team of the Week packs for rewards. We did not have red player picks weekly. They had included that. Recently. But monthly rewards were very interesting because even when you got the elite monthly rewards, you got somewhere between 12 and 20 red cards. And if you got the top 100, which, for example, guys, a top 100 monthly reward, you probably had to finish Elite 1, Elite 2 on average every week of the month to get top 100 monthly rewards. So it's not like you had to get top 100 every week. So these packs came, this was obviously the large pack, but this came with one icon and 44 FUT Champs players with an 81 overall or higher. So this for me is the first kind of red flag with EA that I don't like to see because we've gone backwards. You can see that EA used to have a rating limit. They're capable of doing it, and I don't understand why they're not doing it right now. It doesn't make any sense. So there is a rating limit there. And, you know, EA are even coming out this year and innovating with new stuff. Obviously, you got new SBCs now where you can do them twice or 3 times. They've added that, like a limit thing. We've never had that. So I don't see why they couldn't do something like this, basically, is what I'm saying. So look at the difference between, like, somebody playing for a month and what they would get potentially for finishing top 100 and what they would get now. And this is kind of my final point of the video. You look at that Del Piero, right? This guy just got a Del Piero. And look at the cards he got. Look at all these reds, right? So obviously these cards back in the day, a bit more usable. As I said, Team of the Week was a bit more desirable. Okay, envision how many people would want to play this game if all the reds were double upgrades Team of the Weeks like we had just talked about. And you got reds for all those, right? And you got 44 of them. Now, obviously, a lot of these guys are fodder. But again, a De Gea and a De Bruyne, right? So this guy already got a couple usable players. Now, I guarantee if you play weekly for a month in modern FIFA, and let's say for me, I've gotten a couple rank 1 finishes. Let's say I'm a rank 1 player on FUT Champs. I'll tell you exactly what I think I'll personally get, right? So let's say I get rank 1, rank 2 for the next 4 weeks, right? The next 4 weekends. So I'm looking at 3 player picks of red FUT Champs, and I'm looking at it. So 12 player picks. I'm looking at 12 Team of the Week packs. I will guarantee you guys that in my 12 Team of the Week packs, I will not pack somebody more than 50 to 100,000 coins. And I guarantee you in my red player picks, I will most likely not get anyone higher rated than 86. Okay? And will I get anybody usable at all? I would say the percentage chance is 5%. And I'll put my percentage chance of getting somebody usable out of my 8 ultimate packs for the month. Maybe I'll get something out of the random, large pack that has some of the promo cards in it. And that's the problem, guys. The guaranteed rewards right now are purely low-rated fodder and unusable. So the system that we used to have was a system where Team of the Week was more relevant because we had less promo cards, and you were guaranteed more good cards at the end of the month and weekly combined. Because, not to mention, if you got top 100 back then or Elite 1, you used to get like the ultimate pack, the ultimate Team of the Week pack for the top 100. Obviously, the rewards were a little bit better for top 100. But what my point is here is that both have gone downhill and EA need to adjust. So I'm trying to present a solution that actually is workable and makes sense. And so yeah, that's today's video, guys. I just want to talk about that with you guys because I have a big problem with Team of the Week right now. I have a big problem with the fact that all of us have to log on and accept this crap Team of the Week. It's so bad and it needs to change. Like every single Wednesday that is being tweeted out about, no one cares. Everyone memes it. No one cares about it. So I'd like to see a change. Let me know what you guys think about this video, and I'll see you guys in a video later. Peace.